team that is still spearheaded by Kevin Johnson and his penetration. And when he does that, they usually win.
And there's strong penetration by Kevin Duckworth. The 7-footer rumbles inside, and the Blazers lead 2-0 with 10:35 to go in the first quarter.
Of the four guys that are out there that are of note, Chambers, McDaniel, Hornacek, and Johnson, they all have to play big games. Good block by Kersey.
Snuff's arch rival Xavier McDaniel, and the fans in Phoenix are booing already. Watch those two guys. Kersey couldn't control. Rebound up for grabs, and who's got it? Jerome Kersey. Andrew Lang off the Blazer miss. Almost 2 minutes gone. Portland leading 2-0. KJ dissects the defense. Can't score. Draws the foul. The call by Mike Mathis. Foul is on Buck Williams, his first.
Foul's been called on number 52 of the Blazers, Buck Williams, his first team foul on Portland.
Quick move across the middle gets Kevin Johnson right at the hoop. You see a little touch foul, but enough to get Kevin Johnson on the line. And what you'd like to do in that position is see the defender step in front. They're late reacting, and that has to be the concern for the Portland defense, that everyone's aware of where the ball is.
As you get a Phoenix scouting report, Kevin Johnson ties the game. We are deadlocked at 2 with 2 minutes gone. Porter, excellent penetration, but drank the pivot foot. Traveling, Blazers' second turnover, Phoenix ball. Little psychology by Cotton Fitzsimmons. His team had been somewhat inconsistent. He basically said, we're on a 45-day campaign to be ready for the playoffs. Chambers, 4-2, Phoenix lead.
Cotton never stops trying to find ways to take the pressure off of his team, make it easier for them to have success at different times. Duckworth again.
Kevin Duckworth.
Lang doubled out. Blazers recognized the mismatch, and Kevin quickly and aggressively took it home. We're tied at 4.
They're playing well now. At the start of the season, when they weren't playing so well, Cotton said, I like my team to start slow. I want them to be ready at the end. So he knows what the NBA season is all about and how the psychological part of it means so much.
A Missouri country boy who still hasn't gotten by putting one over on the City Slickers. Clyde for 3. Yes.
3-point field goal, Clyde Drexler.
With the tendonitis in the shoulder, Clyde's really struggled from long distance. Back the other way. McDaniel misses. Buck rebound. 7-4 Portland. 3 minutes gone. Drexler transition. Kersey. And Cotton wants a quick timeout. 8:46 to go first quarter. Portland leading Phoenix by 5.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the...
Johnson and Chambers running a 2-man game. Chambers challenged by Kersey, and Jerome wins the battle. Nice helping defense. Excellent pass. Williams. Score.
Buck Williams.
It's that great peripheral vision by Clyde Drexler. Portland leads 11-8. Tom Chambers.
Well, Chambers is making a concerted effort to get busy here at the offensive end early in the ball game. You don't want to leave Kevin Johnson that wide open.
Portland 11, Phoenix 10. 7 minutes to play, quarter number 1. Porter to Buck Williams. Can't score. Duckworth. Offensive rebound. And now the foul. Kevin Duckworth, first personal foul.
Duckworth did a good job of chasing initial try down. Try to get it back. That's when they call the contact.
McDaniel to Andrew Lang. X with Kersey. Off the screen to the baseline. Shot clock at 7. Jeff Hornacek. Shot clock at 4. McDaniel. Phoenix leads 12-11. 6:20 left, first quarter. Foul Foul is called on McDaniel.
Foul's been called on number 35, Xavier.
The push, you're trying to control McDaniel and Kersey early in the ball game.
Non-shooting.
McDaniel wanted to give him a little shot. He did. Mathis said, we're not going to have it tonight.
Jerome over X. Second basket for Jerome Kersey, and Portland back in front by 1 at 13-12. Blazer road trip will conclude this week against Utah on Friday night.
If there's a guy you can gamble off it with the Suns out there, it's Andrew Lang. Lang is going to be even more so than Mark West right at the basket in order to score.
Duck shot is off the mark. Rebound Kevin Johnson. Hard push, cutters both ways. Lang, score! Might be the quickest I've ever seen him get down the floor. 14-13 Suns. Terry Porter. Chambers has the rebound. Hornacek. Suns by 3. 5 to go.
Lang and West are basically interchangeable. There's a little bit more mobility in Lang. West is the better defender inside and certainly the better scorer.
Duckworth with Lang. Rolls off, offensive rebound, Drexler, jump ball, KJ ties him up. 4:46 to go, first quarter.
Portland's done a good job of chasing the ball and haven't been able to get those second opportunities to go in. Drexler's on the board trying to get out of there. Kevin Johnson ties him up. If you're Phoenix, you're looking to gamble knowing that Drexler should control the tap. And if you're Portland, you're trying to find the best place to put the ball where you can control it. You see everybody crowding over right now. Duckworth trying to clear a lane for himself. If you're the Suns, you don't really want Duckworth to have that spot right there, uncovered.
See if Clyde comes back now to Kersey and Porter. He does. Drexler on the ring. Finds Buck Williams. Ball fumbled away and Hornacek has the steal. Johnson lost the ball. Drexler can't score, draws the foul. It's on Jeff Hornacek. Clyde will shoot 2.
Jeff Hornacek, his first personal 13th foul on the Suns.
Quick transition for Portland whenever they've been able to get out in the open court. Good things have happened for them. Hornacek trying to make a play on the ball, gets a piece of Drexler, and we'll see how the free throws go for the Trailblazers and Drexler tonight.
Blazers on the 4:18 to go. First quarter, Drexler 5 points after making both shots from the line. X.
Drexler, Kersey got a piece of that. He comes back to Lang.
Clyde's rebound, outlet Jerome. Knocked away by Hornacek. No foul call. McDaniel over Porter. Blazer rebound belongs to Terry. 4-on-2 break. Porter come hard and score. 17-16. Blazers by 1.
In this kind of track meet, the Trailblazers have an edge, and I know that Cotton Fitzsimmons feels that playing at home, his team will be able to play for a break, but the key in playing Phoenix is to stay close. You want to be close so that this team shows the one flaw in its personality as a team, which is they tighten up.
Dan Marley into the Suns lineup for Xavier.
First substitution of the ball game. Dan Marley comes in replacing Xavier McDaniel.
Suns ball.
Phoenix ball following the wild scramble underneath the backboard. 3:25 left first quarter. Both these teams averaging over 115 points a game. They rank 3rd and 4th in the league in scoring. KJ. Kevin Johnson has now run 8 points up on the scoreboard and is the leading scorer in the game. Phoenix by 1.
For the Suns, the good news is the jump shot has returned. The bad news, they haven't seen a lot of penetration because of it. Inside, Buck Williams.
technical foul. I think one of the players up on the rim. It's Andrew Lang hanging on the rim. Let's watch.
Quick pass inside. Lang will come up and pull the rim down as Buck Williams is trying to go up. Rick Adelman wanted the goal. You see Lang is there before the ball ever gets away.
And the officials now discussing the interpretation.
The Suns line up for Andrew Lang.
Terry Porter will shoot the technical free throw. This would tie the game at 18.
Missed it.
24-second clock, Blazers ball.
3:03 to go in the first quarter. Portland ball with a new 24-second clock following the technical foul.
Duckworth has always had good scoring games against Mark West. One of the reasons they allow him to go one-on-one. Kevin Johnson.
And Johnson is red hot. He has knocked down 4 shots in a row. 2017 Phoenix. Following the technical foul, West into the ball game for Andrew Lang. And Duckworth brings Portland within 1. Kevin with 3 baskets and 6 points. Competitive juices heating up at Veterans Memorial Coliseum between these arch rivals who played a year ago for the Western Conference Championship. Won here in Game 6 by the Blazers. Buck Williams, Tom Chambers.
Interesting that Chambers went on the post. He doesn't like to post up. He likes to play outside in. Shoots over the top.
And that's why. Timeout Portland, 2:09 left first quarter. Phoenix by 3.
Foul's called on number 24, Tom Chambers. Second personal, 4th team foul on the Suns.
Good lead to Drexler. Drexler with the left hand spin back across the middle and leaves it for Cliff Robinson, who takes a shot on the head on the way to the hoop. McDaniel back in the ball game. Tom Chambers will sit down, and the Suns will get a little bit smaller with Marley and McDaniel and West.
And for Portland, Walter Davis comes in a warm ovation from the Phoenix crowd. That knows Walter is one of the greats in the history of this franchise and ranks high in most categories in their all-time record book. 24-22, just over a minute to go, first quarter. It's been Roadrunner end-to-end action, Portland and Phoenix.
A mismatch. They're trying to get the ball to Mark West inside.
Shot is blocked as Duckworth arrives late, but the foul came down low earlier on Cliff Robinson. First foul on Cliff.
His first in the last
Smart basketball whenever you can take advantage of a mismatch in size, and you're right in Mark West's office as he goes up. Cliff Robinson gets him across the arm, make him earn them from the line. West has been improving in all offensive categories every day that he's played in the NBA. He's one of those self-made players that's gotten better over the years.
Rebound on the offensive glass, McDaniel. West, Duckworth shuts him off. West spins around and lays it in. 27-22, 40 seconds to go first quarter. Ainge for 3 and knocks it down. Second three-pointer of the night for the Trailblazers, and it's a 2-point ball game. Hornacek slides, KJ. Marley, he's shoved by Davis. Got wave off the basket. Shove came before the shot was initiated. First foul on Walter Davis.
Fouls on number 6, Walter Davis, his first in the penalty. Dan Marley shooting 2.
Steve, you talked about improved players. Mark West's growth. The guy at the line has brought his game a long way this year, too. Much more consistent.
Marley's having greater consistency. He still is one of the great streak players in the NBA. He's a guy that can go 15 to 18 points in a period or a half and then suddenly disappear. what you'd like is for him to have one of those big quarters, and when the game is close, he's the guy that will end up shooting the ball, and those are the shots that you'll end up getting back.
You know he's arrived in Phoenix. They now have a product here called Thunder Dan Nacho. Made 1 of 2 free throws. Hornacek rebounds. New man in the game for the Suns, Miguel Knight, number 32. He's the number 2 point guard. Kevin Johnson is out. Shot clock and the game clock virtually even. In fact, they are. Shot clock is now off. Knight. Rebound, Marley and Ames. Should have been a jump ball. No, they fouled it. Rick Adelman cannot believe that call.
Not complaining about the foul, but complaining about the shot. As you'll see, Marley is tied up by Ames, and there's the hand. Now the ball goes up after that, and that's what Adelman is upset about.
Marley coming off the bench and giving the Suns some spark. 1 quarter complete. Phoenix 31, Portland 25. Live from Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona, second quarter just underway. Phoenix leading the Trailblazers 31-25. McDaniel and Duckworth tangle, and McDaniel is called for the offensive foul.
You see how reputations can get you in trouble, and officials will look and call things that they may not normally. That was incidental contact, but because it was McDaniel, the whistle gets blown. They want to make sure that he stays in check in his ball game.
Walter Davis finds Kevin. Shot is short. Rebound up for grabs. Knocked out of bounds, and it will go to the Phoenix Suns.
If Portland can continue to get that kind of shot for Duckworth, they should begin to pick up some inside scoring. He'd love to have that one back.
First quarter shooting, Phoenix 46%, Portland 48. Marley helps Phoenix with that. He has come off the bench and been sensational with 8 points. Big first quarter key, the turnovers. The Blazers made 9, and Phoenix had 3. Walter Davis. Shot clock inside 10. Ames catch and shoot. And score. Danny Ames has 5 points. The 8-point lead now cut to 6. 10:50 left first half. Marley.
Marley's on one of those rolls where he's attacking and scoring inside and out. Got 10.
Clyde Drexler. Rebound, Marley. Hornacek. And Phoenix on fire right now. They lead by 10. Rick will take a timeout. 37-27 this period, making all 3 of their shots. Their lead has gone to 10, largest of the game.
One of the places that Portland has traditionally been able to hurt the Suns is Drexler against Hornacek. Giving them 1 chance down on the box. They're down to 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Kevin spins away. Left hand rolls off, and the rebound to McDaniel. Miguel Knight. McDaniel from the top. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Blazers. So the gears are not meshing right now for Rick Adelman's Trailblazers. Portland came in tonight 46-15, Phoenix 42-19. The team separated by only 4 games. So this is a huge game for Phoenix if they're to make a serious run at the top between now and the 3rd week in April. Mark West. Foul is called. It'll be on Cliff Robinson. It's his second.
Robinson gets a lot of his fouls in help situations. And Mark West rolls to the hoop, and Knight leaves him the ball. He's right there. Drexler tries to tie him up initially. They miss. West draws a foul against Cliff Robinson.
Hornacek kick out to Knight. Rebound, Danny Ainge. Buck Williams back in for the Blazers. Robinson kept the pivot foot down, though he staggered. Drexler's three-point try, no good. McDaniel the rebound, Knight to Marley. Ainge back. Can't score, will go to the line. The foul is on Danny Ainge.
Decisions are a part of why you either are ahead or behind. As Drexler reaches in, he misses. Ainge gets a piece of him. But it's the shot selection right now that's hurting Portland. They've got a size advantage out there. They're not taking advantage of it, and they keep the game close if you can. And with a player like Marley, you see his game grows in a lot of areas when he begins to score. He's more active defensively. He'll get on the boards. He'll do a lot more things. Mismatch here. Cliff Robinson over McDaniel.
Cliff Robinson.
Nice offensive move with a little jump hook by Cliff Robinson. 5 points for Cliff. Suns lead is 10. 8:45 left second quarter. Knight, who's played well against Portland.
Get a charge against Knight as Cliff Robinson steps in to draw the foul. But that's where Cliff is such a factor and can do so many things, but it also takes him out of the game at times. Knight comes in, you'll watch Robinson come in, take the shot.
The Suns line up for Nikhil Knight.
Knight out, Kevin Johnson back in.
And Rick Adelman countering. He has Terry Porter back in, Danny Ainge out. So the Blazers now with a very mobile lineup on the floor. That includes Drexler, Davis, Robinson, and Terry Porter, plus Buck Williams. It's Clyde. Posted low, can't finish. Another rebound from McDaniel. Johnson. Blazers stop the ball and commit a foul in the process. It is Cliff Robinson. It is his third personal foul.
Blazers Cliff Robinson, his third 13th foul.
And Jerome Kersey will have to come in for Cliff.
And it's difficult to get a feel and a rhythm for the game when you're getting in foul trouble. And again, the types of fouls that they're getting are not real hard fouls, but they're more of the help variety. Got to make better decisions, try to stay in the ball game.
Williams and West going to Ward down low. West comes across, scores, and draws the foul.
Good by Mark West from KJ.
The Trailblazers playing a lot of defense right now with their hands. They're taking advantage of the size mismatch. West against Buck Williams. They get him right at the iron. You'll see the hands of Drexler come across in the back of Mark West.
First foul on Clyde. Portland with 14 fouls in the quarter and Phoenix with none. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half.
That late reaction from Kevin Johnson tells you that he and Mark West are pretty tight.
42-29, Suns by 13. This is the game's largest lead. Jerome. Rebound, up for grabs, and West taps it outside. Bodies on the ground, and Phoenix has got it.
Suns ball.
That kind of scrambling, diving effort is what it's going to take for Portland to now regain control of this ball game, and that's what they've got to try to carve out here in the final 7:45 of the second quarter. West bats it out. Kersey thought he had it, but it came right back to Mark West. Porter will go to the floor to keep it away from Marley.
Hornacek trying to work behind that big wall of Mark West is the key. Now goes to him. West outweighs Buck by 25 pounds. And is called for the violation. Offensive foul, Mark West. He doesn't like the call.
The collision down below is Buck Williams is trying to take away the right hand, but the strong hand from Mark West is the left.
Hornacek will come out for the Phoenix Suns, and now Lang and West are in the ball game together as Kevin Duckworth checks back in for Portland.
In this position with Lang and West, they have shot blocking, but they also have guys that can't guard out on the perimeter, and you've got to make them pay. Inside, knocked out.
KJ has Marley on his left. McDaniel. Suns lead by 50. Yeah.
season at home. Will be interesting to see if the Trailblazers are up to the challenge of winning games out on the road. Trying to get inside, Buck Williams knocked away.
Williams goes up again, and now the foul is called. Going back to your keys to the ball game, it's played very much like you thought. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Kevin Johnson.
This time, Buck Williams makes a good decision to challenge inside, but West knocks that one away, then reaches in to pick up the foul. That's the danger of having both of those guys out on the floor at the same time. They both can pick up fouls very quickly, even though they do give you good interior defense.
Buck misses the free throw. Danny Ainge will come in. Clyde Drexler will come out for a rest. It's 44-29, 6:51 left. Second quarter. In this period, Phoenix has 13 points, and the Blazers only 4. And Buck missed them both. Phoenix has the pedal to the metal, and the crowd is in the game. McDaniel spins out. Rebound, Terry Porter. Terry quiets the crowd for just a moment. Porter, with his second basket, has 4 points. This is a very strong front-running team. Game is decided by 15 or more. Phoenix is 21-4. McDaniel, Lang, West keeps it alive. Buck has the rebound, and McDaniel has the foul. It's the third on it.
McDaniel having the same problem that Cliff Robinson's having, in that he can't get a feel for the game because of foul problems. Lang, with a tough try, goes up. You'll see Buck Williams go up. They almost get to the ball at the same time, but McDaniel gets a piece of Buck Williams. Sabalas, who is a terrific scorer in the ball game, McDaniel down.
Cedric Ceballos out of Cal State Fullerton. He scores better than 3 points for every 4 minutes he plays. We're halfway through the second quarter. Ainge. Rebound, Buck Williams. Porter on the rainbow. No pot of gold. Rebound, Mark West. Lang, not a good passer. Shot clock 10. KJ. And the ball goes to Phoenix. 5.5 to go, first half. 44-31, 13-point Phoenix lead.
Kersey knocked that ball off of Marley's foot, so the Trailblazers will get it back. And again, they're not down by so many that they can't get back in the ball game, and what they've got to do in the next 5:26 is maintain contact. One of the Trailblazers has to step up, pick up the game at the offensive end. Your choices: Buck Williams coming hard to the hoop.
Spins around.
He's got a chance to go one-on-one against Lang, or Duckworth inside in a one-on-one situation with Mark West.
Marley over the top. Rebound, Buck Williams. Featured yesterday on the Oregonians Blazer poster page. Hope you're collecting those. Nice series. Kevin Duckworth, Mark West. Shot clock at 5. Ainge, Kersey, clock at 2. Ainge scores.
Good patience by Ainge and Kersey as they pass the ball back and forth. Pat Fitzsimmons wants to talk about his defense, particularly with the big guys and the fact that you're giving medium-range jump shots. The hoop, anytime you move the ball and move yourself, you're going to get a chance to get a better opportunity. And against the clock, Danny Ainge scores. Now, this is what Buck Williams is trying to do. As long as he has Andrew Lang out on the perimeter, Lang is going to have a tough time coming that far out and defending
for the Suns.
Cotton comes back with more of a traditional lineup and forward against forward, and Lang will go back inside.
And Mark West is out. Ainge with a penetration. Good helping defense. Phoenix very active defensively tonight. Duckworth scores.
Still trying to figure out why Danny Ainge has that T-shirt in the paint. He never scores in the paint. Got in there and had to get out.
Johnson to Ceballos. rugby scrum. Foul call. It's Danny Ainge. Third foul on Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge. His third in the penalty.
Kevin Johnson gets down deep, scoots the ball across. Ceballos can't control it. You'll get a chance to make the call on this. As Ainge will always find his nose in there somewhere. His number is called. You see the reaction.
The classic Danny Ainge reaction. Cedric Ceballos.
Yes. Clyde Drexler in the Blazer lineup for Danny Ainge.
These are the guys that can put him up in a hurry. Points per minute played. And look at that, Ceballos, number 2 in the NBA. No wonder he's become a first-year favorite here.
There are some guys that just have that ability to get the ball in the hoop. Ceballos goes in that category, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Here's Terry. And Porter gets his third basket of the ball game. 46-39. 3:40 to go. And the Blazers have cut a chunk off of that 15-point deficit. It was 44-29. Portland on a 10-2 run. Shot clock at 5. KJ for 3.
3-point field goal.
He's only made 6 all year, including that one. Basket waved off by Mike Mathis. Foul came first. It's on Marley.
Foul called on number 9, Dan Marley. His first
Foul on Fender Dan.
foul.
3:16 left, first half. 49-39. Blazer mid-game. He plays. First half stats, special feature, all coming your way at intermission. Stay with us. In deep to Clyde. Bump from behind. No foul called. Clyde doesn't like it. He's got to be careful with Mike Mathis. KJ.
Should have been called. The ball went on top of the backboard. Portland finally gets it back.
10-point ball game, 2:50 left, first half. You get a good look at both coaches, both standing and watching their teams. Both coaches want this one badly. The Little Leprechaun of Phoenix, Arizona. 11 on the shot clock. Clyde draws the double. Shot clock at 5. Kersey. Nice move.
Kersey from Clyde Drexler.
Blazers seeming to run a lot of motion out of their offensive set here the last few times, Steve.
Movement always makes it easier to score, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for ball movement, player movement, and you want that movement to try to be in the direction of the basket. If you're playing east-west and going around, it's much easier for the defenses to control you, and it makes you a perimeter team.
No basket.
The basket will not count. Foul came earlier on Jerome Kersey.
Foul's called on number 25. Baseball foul on Jerome Kersey.
That's the first foul on Jerome.
His first in the penalty.
8-point ball game with 2:19 left in the first half. We looked earlier at the schedule rest of the season. One thing about the Blazers schedule is after the Friday night game with Utah, Portland has a 12-game stretch where they play only 2 games against teams with winning records. One with Golden State, one with Los Angeles. Ceballos perfect at the line tonight in 3 tries. Gets his own rebound, has the shot blocked by Buck Williams, and Buck will be called for the foul.
In the penalty.
It is the 3rd foul on Buck.
On Portland, number 52, Buck Williams, his second.
Portland has had a couple of missed time jumps. The defense gets caved in as they try to get to the ball. It comes along, Ceballos beats everybody to it and goes back to the line.
One correction, the foul on Buck Williams was his second, not his third.
For themselves at the offensive end.
Suns have a big advantage at the free throw line tonight. They've been active, and as Steve says, they've been moving north and south. Porter, kick out to Duck. Line drive. A Drexler jumper by Duck. Kevin has 10 as we hit the 2-minute mark. 52-43. 9-point Phoenix lead.
This is where Kevin Johnson looks for penetration, and a dish leaves it to Sabalos.
Rebound to Kersey. A foul on Cedric.
Loose ball foul called to number 23, Cedric
First
Sabalos.
foul on Sabalos. He will come out.
His
Dan
first.
Marley right back in.
14 foul. Dan Marley.
One of those he
again,
wishes
forced
he
it
had
in.
all over again as he was naked under the hoop, couldn't get it done, and then came over the back trying to get the ball back.
Illegal defense called on Phoenix as the shot clock is down
Illegal
to 8.
defense. Charged to number 14, Jeff Hornacek. It's the first. New 24
Minute and a half to go, second
Blazers
quarter.
ball.
One of the plays that Phoenix has done a good job of taking away from Portland is the pick and roll. Drexler at the hoop, can't squeeze it in.
Andrew Lang
Foul
with the
on
foul.
number 28.
It's the
Andrew
first on
Lang.
Lang.
His first in the penalty.
Drexler, a little hesitation right there, beats the defense, the
Flying
body
Drexler.
down below
Shooting
by
2
Lang.
shots.
That gets Drexler on the line.
Free throw shooting tonight. Phoenix 13 for 16. Portland 3 of 6. An 8-point ball game. Chambers. Rebound to Drexler. Kevin. Good help. Phoenix very active.
Portland ball.
Had a guy faked out of position, and right away, 2 guys jumped on Duckworth outside.
Good idea to pass the ball from Kersey, trying to find Drexler inside a little bit late. The Suns knock it away.
Kevin wide open, and the Suns
Kevin
pay the
Duckworth
price.
from Terry
A
Porter.
dozen for Kevin Duckworth. He is Portland's leading scorer. You have the impression that Phoenix would be ahead by more than they are, but it's only a 6-point game in the final minute of the half.
In this position, if you're Porter, you want to try to turn Kevin Johnson. Don't give him a choice. They come to Chambers.
Tom Chambers.
Strong move, 8 points. For Chambers, it's an 8-point game. Porter for 3. Rebound, Hornacek. Chambers can't score. Drexler had the rebound, knocked away to Kevin. Shot clock and the game clock virtually identical. This should be the final possession of the first half. Kevin. Rebound. Counts if it goes.
That's the end of the first half.
And the teams go to the locker rooms where the Phoenix Suns leading Portland by 8. Phoenix 54, the Trailblazers 46.
Blazers got out of the blocks very quickly with 8:49 in the first quarter. Looked as though they had a tone set for the ball game with their transition game, but the Phoenix Suns, after a timeout, uncorked their own fast break and got control of the first quarter of play. Andrew Lang out on the wing finishes a Phoenix break. Porter is a catalyst for Portland, and whenever he is aggressive at the offensive end, he makes things happen for himself and for the team. With 3:40, Porter got his only basket of the first quarter of play as he struggled in that first appearance. With 1:30 to go in the ball game, Dan Marley was beginning to make his presence felt after a miss by Tom Chambers. The active Marley, right on the glass, drops it down with 2 hands. With 7/10 of a second left into the first quarter, Marley gets the rebound. You can see the foul. He fights away. This is a basket that had Rick Adelman upset and complaining. They count the hoop. In the second quarter, the Phoenix Suns got control of the ball game by trying to take advantage of their size. Mark West inside, gets the hoop and draws a foul against Clyde Drexler. You see the reaction of Kevin Johnson as the Suns feel they have something going. In game, and it looked as though Portland was going to be able to put their footprint on this ball game in a transition. But the Phoenix Suns, also known for a high-scoring quintet, with Kevin Johnson rebounding, Andrew Lang following, the Suns begin to get control of the first quarter of play. Whenever Terry Porter makes a hard push, he makes good things happen for himself and his team. He goes all the way coast to coast for a score against the Suns. And that was Porter's first and only score of the first quarter of play. With 1:30 to go in the ball game, Dan Majerle began to make his presence felt in that first quarter. A miss by Tom Chambers, and the activity of Majerle on the board results in his first 2 points. Miguel Knight penetrating against Danny Ainge, misses his chance, and as the quarter closed, the Suns got a good whistle as Majerle is fouled by Ainge. They allow the hoop. You see the reaction from Majerle and the faithful here at the Veterans Memorial. The Suns have size with Mark West inside against Buck Johnson. They try to take advantage of that. They get a three-point play, and you see the reaction of Kevin Johnson. Points as the bench has given the Phoenix Suns a lift. Pressure by Portland.
And we start the third quarter. Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones courtside at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The Trailblazers with the league's best mark against the Phoenix Suns, who now are only 4 games off the lead in the Pacific Division.
The first part of that recipe for the Trailblazers is to be active and aggressive at the defensive end. Let's see if they start out that period.
Shot clock at 2. And so the Suns turn the ball over with this possession. Very quickly, starting lineups are the same as those that began the game for Phoenix. That is Lang, Chambers, and McDaniel on the front line. Backcourt tandem, Johnson and Hornacek for the Blazers. It is Duckworth, Kersey, and Williams on the front line. The familiar backcourt, Porter and Clyde Drexler. Shot clock at 10. Terry on the outside. Phoenix still active and jump switching on defense.
Got a mismatch inside. Kersey comes all the way to the hoop.
Won't roll. Lang rebound. Johnson north and south and scores. 15 points for Kevin Johnson. Suns lead by 10. 1 minute gone, third quarter. Clyde. And for Clyde Drexler, 8 points.
Let's see if Drexler tries to get himself involved against Hornacek in that mismatch. He can get that medium range jump shot anytime he wants. Can also get a lot closer on the box.
Clyde only 1 of 6 shooting in the first half. Hornacek drives, ball knocked away. Hornacek wide open.
Porter was knocked down. They had switched. He never got a chance to get back up.
Porter comes aggressively to the basket, turned away, triple fake, ball knocked away, and it stays with Portland as Hornacek is in the face of Greg Willard.
Porter goes up, thought he got hit right there, got a piece of the ball. Hornacek knocks it out. You see his reaction. 15 on the shot clock.
Why do I think, Steve, that Mike Mathis would not have allowed the same demeanor without blowing his whistle and calling a tee?
Well, you have a personal history with Mike Mathis, that's why.
Yeah, he offered to call one on me once doing public address. Couldn't believe it. 60-50, Suns lead by 10. Terry. Nice save by Kersey.
Wrong guy.
Hornacek, McDaniel coming on Clyde. Charge, yes! Super job by Drexler to get planted and take the hit. It's the 4th foul on McDaniel.
go up right here and they sandwich. Kersey makes the save as he spoons it out, so he passes it to Tom Chambers. They got the break going, and it's been a rough night at the office for McDaniel. Kersey.
Jerome Kersey.
60-52. McDaniel scores. That is only the second basket of the night for Xavier McDaniel. Drexler tried to thread the needle. Blazers turn the ball over. 8:48 to go, third quarter. Suns up by 10, and Marley will come in. McDaniel will come out. Chambers turned away. Williams the rebound. Wide to Jerome. Aggressive drive by Kersey. Jerome has played very well in the last 3 ball games, getting stronger and stronger, and now virtually 100% off that injured calf muscle.
But that's why you want trailers as Marley comes over the back and tips it away. All the initial lanes were filled. Drexler waited for the traffic to clear. Kersey gets a clearing pass to the hoop.
Whistle.
On the pass off, Jeff Hornacek picks up the foul.
Second personal on
14,
Jeff.
Jeff Hornacek of the Suns. His second first team foul, non-shooting.
Porter. Leave it for Duck. Rebound Marley. And here comes Kevin. Lead to Chambers too far. 62-54. Phoenix by 8. 8 minutes to play, third period. Portland on to Salt Lake City on Friday night. Though your pocket schedule showed that to be a televised game, there will be no television on Friday night. That's to allow for NCAA playoffs, while we picked up the Golden State game earlier in the year as an added game.
Shot clock at 5 for Porter and the Trailblazers.
Terry scores.
Terry Porter.
62-56, 6-point game. Blazers hanging around the neighborhood and making the Phoenix fans nervous. Cotton will ask for a 20-second timeout. Although it was Oregon weather today, overcast, chilly by Phoenix standards. Kersey steals the ball. It is knocked out of bounds. Jerome touched it last, and Phoenix will have possession.
That's the kind of helping defense that forces turnovers and gets Portland into transition. Kersey couldn't quite hang on to it. See if they can continue that. 11 on the shot clock.
A three-point try by Hornacek, and he's got it. 65-56. We pause 5 seconds for station identification. You're watching the Trailblazer Television Network. A Duckworth miss rebounded by Andrew Lang. In transition, Thunder Dan Marley. This time it will not go, and a whistle inside. Foul is called on Marley. His second.
Offensive foul called on number 9, Dan Marley of the Suns.
65-56. Fourth meeting of the year between these two Western Conference rivals.
Trying to get the ball on the box. They get a return for Buck Williams.
Buck Williams.
And that's a play that they're going to be able to take advantage of simply because of mismatch with Drexler against Hornacek.
His second.
Have they looked to that enough? Chambers drives, draws contact, and draws the foul. It's on Clyde Drexler.
Fouls on number 22.
Second personal on Clyde.
His second first team foul.
Part of making your life easier when you're playing a team like Phoenix or any other good basketball team is to know where you have advantages and try to put some pressure on that opponent as often as you can. Portland went through most of that first half, and when Hornacek was guarding Drexler, not really taking advantage of his size, his ability to pass, have people cutting, and we'll see if they pick it up here in the final 6:28 of the quarter.
Chambers, traditionally an outstanding free throw shooter, 83% again, sends the Suns up by 9 at 67-58. Clyde knocks it home, has 10. Third Blazer in double figures. Duckworth with a dozen, 10 each for Kersey and Drexler. Kevin Johnson. And the game's leading scorer rings up points 18 and 19. 69-60. 6 minutes to go in the third. Drexler. Shot won't go, but he draws the foul. As the Blazers now are beginning to try and take advantage of the Drexler-Hornacek matchup.
Hornacek points to their replay screens. You can see it was actually Duckworth that helped Drexler with the momentum going the other way. Let's see if this end is more favorable for Drexler from the line. But that illustrates how calls will even out for you if you just play the game. Drexler gets 2.
Clyde coming off of a couple of excellent ball games. He had 26 against Cleveland. He had 25 against Boston. Johnson to Marley. And again, the Suns just squeezing the dice tighter and getting a lot of high percentage shots near the basket. Marley now with 14. 5.5 to play in the third. Duck.
Duckworth has had a lot of good medium-range shots that normally go in for him. Missed them all here in the quarter.
Kevin had a third of Portland's shots in the first half. 14 out of 43.
Andrew Lang on the screen.
And the 14,487 are exercised, and so is Cotton Fitzsimmons, who draws a technical foul from Ken Mauer.
Kevin Johnson will come across. You see Lang step in. He's still moving when he sets the screen and doesn't allow Porter a chance to react. Quick move across the middle and the pop.
Terry Porter's technical free throw is good.
Phoenix Suns coach Cotton Fitzsimmons.
71-63, 8-point game. And a 20-second timeout is taken by Portland. Time for us to tell you our telecast is presented by authority of the Portland Trail Blazers solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Trail Blazers is prohibited. Came by tonight, Corvallis resident Harold Reynolds with the Mariners. Foul is called in backcourt, and now the crowd cheers. The foul is on Portland. It's Buck Williams.
Fouls on number 52
His fourth.
of the Blazers.
Correction.
Buck Williams, his third.
It's his third.
Second team foul on Portland.
They wanted to get an inside opportunity for Buck Williams. The ball was deflected by Marley. Williams grabbing Tom Chambers to prevent the break.
Team fouls, Portland 2 and 3 on Phoenix. 5 minutes to go in the third. Hornacek for 3. Won't get this one. And the ball belongs to Portland. 4:50 to go. Third quarter, 8-point game.
Blazers ball.
Portland's been in that hang-around position for much of this quarter. See if they can make a spurt here with 4:50. Drexler looks at the line. That one's short.
Johnson lead, Hornacek. Score! Draws the touch foul. He'll go to the line.
By 3, you can also die by the 3. That 3-point field goal gets aired out, and Drexler trying to recover, picks up the foul and gives Hornacek and the Suns a chance for a 3-point play.
Third team foul. Jeff Hornacek shooting 1.
Hornacek had a quiet first half, 4 points. He's looking for his 8th of the quarter here and has it. Hornacek, a 90% free throw shooter, ranking among the top 3 in the league. 4.5 to play. 11-point Phoenix lead. Third quarter. Williams. Weak side help comes. The foul is called on Marley. Third foul on Marley.
Number 9, Dan Marley. His third.
With Robinson to come in.
Many have said the Trailblazers react on every call, but you can see the Phoenix Suns are an emotional team, and they react as well. Marley doesn't like that call, but that gets Buck Williams to the line.
For Kevin Duckworth, Buck Williams shooting 2.
And Buck's free throw struggles tonight continue. He is 0 for 3 as you see Robinson in the ball game.
The last time the Trailblazers went small, they never got to take advantage of Robinson's abilities simply because he got in foul trouble helping defensively.
10-point ball game. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left, third quarter. Ball is knocked away. Robinson's got it. Buck Williams. No foul called, or do we have one? Yes. But it's called on Clyde Drexler when Phoenix had the ball. Buck couldn't get the call.
Loose ball foul called on number 22 of the Blazers, Clyde Drexler.
Shot right there, and Buck Williams just lost control of it and laid it in the iron. You'll see Drexler come in the rear and the contact against Hornacek. Drexler has 4.
Each team with 4 team fouls as we slide inside the 4-minute mark, third quarter. Chambers on Robinson. Foul is on Cliff. It is his 4th personal foul. So 4 on Robinson, 4 on Drexler.
Robinson, his 4th personal.
Chambers is a player that likes to play outside in, has the ability to go left or right. If you're going to have success against him, you want to close the gap. Cliff Robinson allowed him to get that first step, picks up the foul on a hand check. Tom Chambers has been a consistent offensive player. You see the numbers. He was a runner-up for the NBA Player of the Week, but he has the ability to get the ball in the hole, and that's one of the reasons that the Suns have been so successful since he joined them.
A lot of people hardly remember his early days in the league when he played for the San Diego Clippers. Star at Utah, but Danny Brains was #1 coming out of that program. Brains disappeared in a hurry.
Jerome Kersey.
Kersey buries the jump shot. Has a dozen in the game, 6 in the quarter. Blazers still hanging around Phoenix. 10-point ball game, 3.5 to go in the third. Whistle prior to the shot. Foul is on Clyde Drexler. Rick Adelman gets a technical foul.
Number 22, Clyde Drexler, his 5th.
Rick will ask for a timeout. He's on the court now. He is steaming. One of those in the first half. Marley snuffed inside. Ainge was held. Do they call it? Yes, they do.
Andrew Lang. Good defense as Marley comes in, realizing he's not going to be able to get the shot away. The ball will pop out. Lang just reaches right in there, showing his strength, and pulls the smaller Danny Ainge down.
Andrew Lang, his 3rd personal.
The good news, even though Portland has not been able to execute and take advantage of some of the mismatches out there, they're still within contact. With Ainge at the line and a chance to bring Portland to within.
Phoenix 8 of 12 shooting in this quarter. Portland 8 of 17. Here's Chambers. So the Blazers can now close this thing to 6 again. They may be bloodied and battered, but they're still game for the fight. Robinson inside. Big block by Andrew Lang. KJ. Marley. Can't score. Tap Andrew Lang. Another offensive rebound basket for the Suns, and they're doing it against the best rebounding team in the league. Aims to a wide-open Kersey. Robinson keeps it alive. Lang has it. Cliff is called for the foul as he pushes Lang out of bounds.
missed the first try, and Lang was a little bit off balance as they came together, and that will get Andrew Lang at the line. The shot comes from Kersey on the other side. You see Robinson, good position, but then he's trying to stay after the ball, picks up the foul.
5 fouls on Cliff Robinson. So
Andrew
Drexler on the
Lang,
bench with 5,
shooting 2.
Cliff now with 5. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Lang at the stripe as Walt Davis getting ready to check back in. Are at the line as we go inside 2 minutes. Terry Porter.
Lang against Buck Williams. That's been a chance for Buck Williams to score, but not a good decision there. Knocked away.
Johnson to Marley. Comes to contact. Second shot, good. Dan Marley. Marley's done it again. 16 points. Suns lead by 12. Porter draws the foul. It's on Kevin Johnson.
Foul on number 7, Kevin Johnson. His second personal.
Cedric Ceballos will come in for Phoenix.
Cedric Ceballos. back in
And
the
Tom
Suns
Chambers
lineup.
will check out.
For Tom Chambers. Terry Porter shooting 2 shots for Portland.
First is good. Terry has 10.
Playing 1 on the release.
Terry cheered by quite a few people who are vacationing here from Wisconsin, and we found out why at halftime, Steve. 6 inches of snow today in parts of Wisconsin. 10-point ball game. Ceballos with a shot clock at 7.
Thomas Ceballos to Arsenal. He gets that one below the rim, but with good spin, it goes in.
Kersey. Big jam try, not good, but he'll draw the foul. Andrew Lang called for the foul on Jerome's arm.
Andrew Lang.
Lang picks up his 4th personal, but Kersey saw the lane open, thought he was going to be able to get there.
Jerome Kersey
Missed a
will take 2
hammer,
shots
but
for the
gets to the
Blazers.
line. With that kind of daylight, you know Kersey is going to come hard to the basket.
4 fouls on Lang. Cleveland and the Blazer win Tuesday night. Missed free throw, rebound foul, Terry Hayes. A 13-point Phoenix lead, so the Blazers whittle it down to 6. Suddenly Phoenix pushes it back up to 12 or 13. Catch and shoot, Walter Davis. Won't go, Johnson rebound. Ceballos. And there it is. Instant points, Cedric Ceballos. He has 9 in the ball game. And in about that many minutes.
You can see why he's a crowd favorite. He's got a lot of different types of shots, and he has the ability to get it up and down as Portland holds for 1. Porter.
Buck Williams draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. It is on Andrew Lang.
Fouls on number
Who walks
28,
and
Andrew
squats,
Lang is 5th.
but doesn't tonight. Marley. Ball out of bounds, 3.5 seconds left. Blazers will have time for a shot. Porter, Kersey for 3. Yes!
3 points for
It is good for Jerome,
Kersey.
and we go to the
At
4th
end of the
quarter
third
with
quarter,
Phoenix
fans,
leading Portland
Suns
by
88,
11.
Blazers 77.
We start the fourth and final quarter. Looks like we got an early start, but the Blazers' Walter Davis gets an early start, knocking down an 18-foot jump shot. Sabalos at the other end. Shooter's bounce. I mean, it's all falling for Sabalos. He has 11. It's 90-79. Opening minute, fourth quarter.
Basket by Terry Porter.
Terry Porter. A 9-point ball game. Oh, my. Knight took a hard shot going in for the lane.
Kevin Duckworth.
You got to stop the basketball, and no one gets tonight before he's in the shooting zone. Duckworth trying to get over and give the help. Misses the ball, gets the head of Miguel Knight.
90-81 Phoenix. Duckworth, 13 for Porter, and a dozen for Drexler, who's saddled on the bench with 5 fouls. Knight makes full. 2 free throws for Miguel Knight. 92-81, Phoenix leading by 11.
Portland is down by 11. They have plenty of time to get back in the ballgame and get control, but you're not going to do it if you're not going to make good decisions. Davis misses.
Rebound. Ripped out by Mark West. McDaniel. Marley. And they break out the nachos for Thunder Dan. 13-point Phoenix lead. Marley with 20. Kersey over McDaniel. McDaniel really has been a non-factor tonight. Kersey has 18. X has played spare minutes, has only 6. Knight. Miguel Knight, the lead 13. 10-13 to play.
Portland's flirting with that danger zone with them right now. They're going to get another foul against Xavier McDaniel.
See if the Blazers come right back to Jerome. Kevin. Foul, Kevin. He's got X. X throws an elbow. Watch out.
Technical foul, and Adelman's shot.
So a technical foul on 0-0, Kevin Duckworth. And a loose ball foul charge to Kevin Duckworth, his third.
Duckworth also ends up with a loose ball foul.
Bob Chambers in for Xavier McDaniels and his Suns lineup.
Then double technicals. And so Phoenix ends up with the ball, and Rick Adelman would like to have a short session with the rule book.
That was a strange call because it was Willard over here talking with McDaniel and Duckworth down talking to Ken Maurer, and all of a sudden Willard came out with the decision to give them both technicals.
Foul call, Terry Porter.
Fouls at number 30, Terry Porter. His second.
96-83.
Blazers not shooting.
Well, whether in Seattle or Phoenix, with the X-Man, he's got one of the short fuses in the league. It's that old standard. It seems to me I've heard that song before. It's from an old familiar Roar. Marley. Steal. Walter Davis.
Walt Davis.
First basket, or a second basket for Davis. Phoenix lead cut from 13 to 11, 9:20 to play at Phoenix.
Now Portland's got to do it at the defensive end now. They've got to make the Suns a perimeter team, and then they've got to run it back the other way. They get Chambers on the travel.
Traveling violation. Blazers ball.
A Portland basket, we'd have a single-digit ball game. Pat Lafferty, Steve Jones, live at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Duckworth with Mark West. Davis wants it. Heartbreak roll, rebound Phoenix Suns.
Davis has got to continue to look for those kinds of chances. That was right there for him. If he's going to get that shot, he's going to make it 9 times out of 10.
Marley. Dan Marley's been a major force for Phoenix tonight. 22 points, and he's been huge. Ames for three. No, Kersey offensive rebound. Davis. Rebound, Mark West. Ceballos taken away by Porter. Carried the ball. Blazer turnover. Timeout Portland, 8:16 to play. Phoenix in control, leading by 13. What's the discussion, Steve?
Buck Williams and Cliff Robinson returns to the Blazer lineup.
They had originally called a delay of game. They have taken that back. Rick Adelman's still frustrated by the officiating and looks to Mike Mathis. Mathis gives him that nod, the same kind he gave you.
We were only searching for information. Who was the foul on? 98-85. Tom Chambers. Lock inside. Here comes Ames with Davis and Duckworth. Walter triple team. Davis. No. It is not the night that Walter is the offensive hero. At least not yet.
You gotta have some stops, and that's what's hurting him right now as Knight comes down the lane.
One thing that's really been impressive about Phoenix is the way that they have gotten so many points off cutters and aggressive moves to the basket. Duckworth. Over West. Kevin scores. Duck had 12 in the first half, only 4 after the break. Time remaining on your screen, Suns by 13. Marley. Rebound, Mark West. Basket, Mark West. Phoenix has equaled its largest lead. Davis, partially blocked, no foul called. Chambers. West. Portland will call another timeout. Phoenix is riding the crest of its largest lead. The Suns by 17.
The Western Conference standings look like this, and remember, the loss column is the most important. The Trailblazers have an advantage, but with a loss tonight, could see it shrink a little bit more. Division leader San Antonio is the #2 team as you go through. What's important for Portland to establish is a aggressive mentality over the next team. They got to start here in the final 6:22 of establishing the attitude.
Duckworth shot blocked, no foul called. Drexler, Robinson back in for Portland. Both have 5 fouls.
This is a kind of game right now where Phoenix will explode and play free and easy. They have a big lead, time on their side.
Shot clock down to 6 and a traveling violation call. So the Suns turn the ball over. We are halfway through the 4th and final quarter. Phoenix leading by 17. Suns have played very well during this stretch, and it started with a slight adjustment in the offense, a change in the starting lineup, a little less dominance by Kevin Johnson. Cliff Robinson. Ames.
The defense fell down, but they didn't take advantage of that. They seem to be looking for threes. Drexler slides in and draws the foul.
Cedric Ceballos, second personal foul.
Fouls on number 23.
Drexler faked the three-pointer. The defense ran at him. You'll see Ceballos with the contact across the arm. He didn't like the whistle going against him. Cotton Fitzsimmons did not feel that this game is safe and secure. Has Kevin Johnson and Jeff Hornacek ready to come back in.
Kevin
13
Johnson,
points for Clyde Drexler.
to the Suns lineup.
And you see KJ coming in. Checking out are Miguel Knight and Cedric Ceballos. Rick Adelman looking on, his team down 16. Clyde with both free throws. Blazers, some light pressure in backcourt. Now drop back to the half-court defense. Hornacek.
If you're the Sun, you got to be putting pressure on Drexler defensively to try to get him out of the ball game. Certainly his presence out there can make it easier for Portland to try to get back in the game, but they've got to do it within the next 2.5 minutes.
KJ with a shot clock at 4. Three-point try, no good. Chambers, another offensive rebound. 45 to 29 on the boards. Phoenix, Hornacek. The lead is 17. The clock at 5 minutes. Ames, three-point try. It falls. Three-point field goal, Danny Ainge. A dozen for Danny. KJ, no harm, no foul in the collision with Ainge. Marley, why not, the way he's at it tonight. Here he comes.
The problem for Cliff Robinson, he's got 5 fouls. And even when you have fouls, 5 fouls, you got to be aggressive. You can't let a guy dance around you. Marley gets inside for an easy 2. Ainge.
14 for Ainge. The lead, 14. And as we move down the stretch, you'll see that clock off in the corner of your screen.
Well, that's the enemy of the Trailblazers. They dug themselves a hole, and they have to make Phoenix take tough shots. All of them have been makeable going to the hoop. Tom Chambers gets one, and those kind of shots almost kill any chance of coming back.
Suns now shooting 52%, Blazers 45. Drexler, inside, huge block, Marquez, 3-on-2 break, Hornacek, Marley. Steal, Hornacek took it from Ainge. Marley, KJ. Timeout, Portland. Phoenix has blown the Blazers out, and this place is up for grabs.
Haven't been blown out, but tonight they're taking a shot.
Tip in by Ala Abdelnaby. Abdelnaby's first basket, again just off the bench. Wayne Cooper will come in for a little bit of action here. Next dead ball. 114 to 96. Chambers. Phoenix just shooting the lights out here in the fourth quarter.
If you can't shoot the lights out in the paint, you'll never shoot it out, and that's what's been happening. They've been able to get inside the Portland defense as Cliff Robinson draws a foul. Well, the yell help. That's how it's been for the Trailblazers whenever they've gone over there. That's one of the reasons that this game was so important tonight. They wanted to try to get a split for sure.
Hornacek misses and Abdelnaby rebounds. 2:10 to play in the game. Phoenix has this one comfortably tucked away. They lead by 18.
And this has been an arena where they've had a great deal of success. They don't feel the same sort of intimidation and suffer the same sort of bad luck as they do in Salt Lake. But tonight, the Suns were the aggressors at the right time. They were able to get it done. And when the game was in that window of 6 points, the Trailblazers never could make the ground up.
Marley misses, Cooper rebounds. Danny Young. Robinson, nice move. Spun and took it up with the left hand. Cliff's working hard to develop that left-hand offensive game. 14-point ball game. Blazers have scored the last 6. Chambers, 2-pointer. Rebound to Davis. Young and Cooper. Danny for three. Off the mark, the rebound to Mark West. Danny Young, by the way, the last of our series of Friends Trailblazer trading cards, and his card is out right now. About 6 more days, and then the series will be over. Here's Chambers. Nice block, Wayne Cooper. Final 45 seconds. Robinson for three.
3-point field goal, Cliff Robinson.
Cliff has had much of a chance to get involved offensively, and suddenly he struck a match, but it's much, much too late as the Trailblazers will lose this ball.
Shot clock at 5. Mark West, block Abdelnaby. Davis all the way to the basket. Sweet shot by the Greyhound. He will go to the line and try for a 3-point play. So Davis has 8, but they're all in this quarter.
First of the last 2 minutes. Cedric Ceballos replacing Tom Chambers.
Ceballos in, Chambers out.
Come in.
Davis with 9. The lead is 8.
Suns will just dribble it out.
And for the first time all year, Steve, the Blazers no longer have the best record in the NBA. That mark now belongs to Chicago. Final score, the Phoenix Suns 116, the Portland Trail Blazers 108.
After every Suns home court win, the point